with me.
May the best dinner party win.
It's the final night.
I'm an angry eggplant. I don't like any of these people.
Can a passionate Greek
I don't know. It looks good. You cook it.
make a good impression?
I hope so.
As 5 strangers spend 5 days tasting,
Get crazy tonight.
trash talking,
PJ's gonna love this cake because it's got liquor in it.
Victory in a bottle. It's not going to be pretty.
and taking turns in the spotlight.
Gets bigger and better.
Yeah, I guess.
Who will soar
Wow!
and who will sour?
I'm making a total mess right now. I'm not happy with this.
In a fight to the finish for the title of host with the most.
One word. Uzo.
It's the final day of this week's dinner party dust-up, and big-time bowler Nia thinks a win is right up her alley.
I love food. I love watching people cook food. I love reading about how food is made. I love trying to make food.
And why's that?
It's a Greek thing. There's no choice. When you're born, that's what you're told.
Sounds like we've got a fighter on our hands.
Word. Never over till the fat lady sings.
OMG, Janine just called Nia fat.
Horrible. Horrible.
But Janine's dinner party on night 1 was anything but, as she rolled out homemade pasta and sent alarm bells ringing.
Everything's fine.
Actually, everything was more than fine, as Janine lit up the scoreboard with 30 large.
Michael had to kick some ass.
I'd rather talk to a piece of board.
This coming from Motley Lou, the man who didn't see anything wrong with stuffing squid mantles and having his bird attack his guests on night 2.
I think it's funny.
Too bad no one else did, which is why Lewis ended up 3 points back of Little Miss Perfect,
Janine thinks that she's a princess.
which would make PJ the queen of awkward, since she served up open-faced sandwiches on stale rye bread and brought in Estonian singers, which left her tied for last place with Lou.
If I don't win, I'm going to be raging pissed.
She's been bugging me all week.
But PJ and Jamie finally had it out last night when she wrestled the model to the ground and declared victory.
I had a grin on my face after that all night.
But Jamie's the one smiling today, because his food was stellar, his photo shoot a hit, and he's tied for first place with only 1 night to go.
I wouldn't want to lose to Nia.
I want the victory. I want everyone to say, yes, you are the winner. We knew it all along.
And she also wants everyone to say Opa, because tonight Nia's making spanakopita.
Spanakopita. Spanakopita. Darn it. That's not how you say it.
Spanakopita?
I think most people will know what spanakopita is, and if they don't, then they're not from this planet.
Or just not too bright.
Is that like flaming cheese?
No, it's like the feta and spinach pie.
My coworkers would always say, oh, can you make your spanakopita, bring your spinach pie whenever we had like a potluck or something. So I remember one day this girl I worked with, she's like, hey, where's the spine bifida?
Just chop the onions, Nia.
Nia's nice, but she's boring.
Hopefully her filling isn't. So, how is it? Spinachy? Feta-y? Greeky?
It's good.
And so will be the phyllo, as Nia brushes each layer with olive oil.
You know Greeks, they love their oil and butter and anything fatty.
So hungry I couldn't eat the skunk.
Lewis! Some decorum, please.
Lou has a twisted sense of humor.
And so does Nia, because she thinks she can win the $1,000 by serving moussaka.
That's like Greek shepherd's pie.
But to be fair, this is a special moussaka, because it's Mama's.
And really it has a special place.
Don't cry, Nia.
Right.
Don't apologize.
I don't get it.
Can someone with a heart please explain what's happening here?
Obviously this is Nia's mom's recipe.
Thank you, Lewis.
So this just reminds me of my mom. She used to make this for us, so.
Wow, that's cold.
Nia, I'm going to be quite supportive of her. Because I'm not like some people.
If Jamie gets super critical about my moussaka, you can ask him to spell it.
Nice one, Nia. Way to pick on the model.
wine hate.
You can say that again.
Been there, done that, know what it's like.
But does anyone know what kind of meat is going into the moussaka?
I have no idea. I couldn't even guess.
Knowing Greeks, I'm hoping it's lamb.
Prepare to be disappointed, Lou, because Nia's using ground beef.
It'll be good. I'm expecting that to be quite tasty.
Especially with cinnamon and wine added to the mix, along with crushed tomatoes from a jar.
It's not cheating to use tomatoes that are crushed by someone else. The tomato. It's actually better to use tomatoes that have been crushed and preserved in a jar or a can than fresh tomatoes.
If you say so.
It's no big whoop.
If you want to whoop it up at your next dinner party, then head to WNetwork.com for all of Nia's Greek recipes.
I'm going for perfect 10.
Not with that eggplant, you're not.
I'm an angry eggplant.
Nia layers the angry eggplant on top of the potatoes and covers with the ground beef.
Watch and learn.
Then repeats the whole thing again, eggplant, more meat, and a top layer of bechamel and cheese.
It's a Greek cheese.
Well, excuse me, Greek cheese.
So far, this is just predictable.
And so is the dress code.
Wear something blue.
Yippee! Really? Oh, come on. That's so boring, so dull.
No one will know it, but I'll be wearing a blue thong.
Give me the money.
Coming up on Come Dine With Me,
Victory in a bottle.
Uzo for Luzo. Tonight, non-stop natterer Nia is on an odyssey to make her party the best of the week.
It's Greek night, baby. Bring it on.
Which means changing into something blue and grabbing the Uzo
Victory in a bottle.
so she can greet growly ex-glam rocker Lou.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Good, yourself?
I'm good. You're wearing blue.
Yeah, because you told him to. Duh.
I think Mia might be a little bit bossy.
But at least she can make a mean blue drink.
It's called the agency.
The agency.
AGNC.
The agency.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, it sounds like the Aegean Sea, only pronounced wrong.
Poor kid.
She'll be fine, as long as PJ and Janine follow the dress code.
Hello.
What's with the coral, Janine?
Well, if you read the dress code, it said wear something blue. I did.
Yeah, earrings. Woohoo.
I like the jewelry. Okay.
PJ, on the other hand.
You didn't have a blue shirt?
I had to actually borrow this from my daughter. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
You know, go Greece.
That was a bit of a cop-out.
But at least fashionably late model Jamie played along.
Jamie! It's about time. We're waiting. How are you?
Dying for this to be over.
Are we done yet?
Wow, maybe Jamie should be wearing Lewis's bracelet.
Lou?
Yeah.
Is that Dine line?
Actually, it says it is Greek link, so I thought I'd bring out a bit of mythology here.
So touching.
If you say so.
Like it totally over my head.
And Nia's got something that'll go right to your head. Uzo.
Oh, I knew Uzo was coming out
Yeah, so
tonight.
did I.
Is that a good thing?
Can't stand Uzo.
Yamas.
First of many to come, and I'm going to be watching everyone drink it.
Yamas.
I think she means you, Jamie.
Woo! He did it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Inside voice, princess.
That's why I love Janine, because she's just such a rude guest. He's a shy, goes, oh, come on. Really?
But all Nia's focused on is her spanakopita appetizer.
Perfect. Exactly what it's supposed to look like. Exactly.
But then according to Nia, this is what a bedroom is supposed to look like.
I'm seeing a whole lot of leopard print.
Ooh, no. I think she has a bit of a cat fetish.
And if anyone knows fetish, it's Lou.
Where am I? Who are you? I'm sure.
I don't think you care much who
Something,
it is.
please.
I love Lewis.
Well, now's your chance.
There we go.
What's going on here?
Okay.
When Lou and PJ got into bed, it was a long time coming.
We're just gonna smack down.
Harder.
That's enough stuff there.
Yeah, before things get too heavy.
Leopard scale. Who wants to disclose their weight?
Oh, I think you should go for it, Janine.
Not a chance.
Any
She's a total princess. She's really pissing me off tonight.
Luckily, Jamie's a good sport.
almost 160. Oh my god. I weighed that much when I was like 17 years old.
And you're probably going to gain a bit more tonight with Nia's big fat Greek app.
Does someone give me 10s? These people are crazy.
Or just not Greek.
Spanakopita.
Not even close, Janine.
Laka laka.
Nope. Spanakopita? Close.
So which is it? Because I don't want to look like an idiot. Which is it?
It's spanakopita, with a little roasted tomato on top and an olive, of course.
Freaks love their olives.
And with that, Nia's appetizer is ready to serve.
Ladies first tonight. Woohoo! That's the way it should be.
But it's not going to stop the boys from chiming in.
With the olives and tomato and dill on top, the presentation looked good.
So, enjoy.
Nia's app.
Whatever. It is.
Okay, once and for all, it's spanakopita, which means feta, spinach, and phyllo.
I don't know, just kind of curious. Did you make it, or is it something that you would purchase, or
Did I make what?
phyllo pastry?
No, I didn't make it.
Really? Wow.
I don't even know if that's possible.
Nothing's impossible.
Unless you're talking about pleasing Janine.
I enjoy it. I find it a little salty.
That would be the feta.
Greek cheese is supposed to be salty.
So there, it's not salty, it's just Greek.
It's to be expected.
I've not tried a lot of different Greek things before, believe it or not.
It's pretty commonplace. It's like in every single food court.
Meow.
What's that noise down there? Do you have a caged monkey down there?
I have a cat in the basement. And she's in heat.
I can understand where she's coming from.
Are you in heat right now, Lou?
Speaking of cats, you kind of accidentally stumbled in your bedroom.
Kind of crazy. I like leopard. I am obsessed with it.
Leopard print. Had its day. Told. I was wondering if the whole week I didn't see you wearing that one thing leopard. The whole week.
Maybe I was and you couldn't see what I was wearing, Lou.
Okay, maybe you're right. Okay, something I'll never know, I guess.
Fingers crossed.
Embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing.
It could be worse.
My mom used to be a seamstress. She used to make my clothes. I remember wearing these little tiny blue shorts with the matching shirt that matched the shorts and a little like tight bow tie that tied up to the neck and way you go, son, you look so beautiful. I'd be like walking with my little lunch bag,
Going to school. I'm such a loser.
walking down the thing, and everyone's sort of kind of laughing at me. Mom, can we buy some clothes?
I'd love to see that. Louis and his little homemade duds.
Coming up on Come Dine With Me, Nia gets bossy,
There's no option. I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm not listening
I'll
to
do
you.
a little one.
Mia, my rules, my house.
and PJ gets saucy.
Stuck it up and grow some cricket.
W as Tonight, Greek goddess Nia wants to get it all out on the table, but unfortunately, she doesn't mean the food.
What do we really think about each other?
Oh, come on.
Last night, let's be
Don't go
real.
there.
Like, let's just talk about it.
No, no,
We're all
no.
adults.
I'm
Are you
a little
kidding?
No.
We don't want to talk about that?
No, I don't.
Word. I'm stirring the pot. I'm asking the questions. I really want to know.
Okay, well, here's a hint. PJ hates Janine.
Janine's a bitch. She's snooty, snobby.
Everyone loves Lou.
Lewis is like the bright light in the group.
And Jamie doesn't like Uzo.
It's lethal.
Too bad.
Oh, you know what?
Jamie.
I want to be part of the group. I will do a small
No,
one.
no.
Okay, well, that's
No. You
non-negotiable.
have there's no option.
I really enjoyed that.
I'm
first
sorry,
one, but
Jamie. I'm not listening
I'll
to
do a
you.
little one.
Mia, my rules, my house.
You're going to say what I do, and you're going to do as I say, and I thought, no.
Stuck it up and grow some cricket.
Relax. Chill out. It's a dinner party.
Correction, it's a Greek dinner party, which is why Nia's seasoning her Greek salad and cutting into her moussaka.
I'm really happy with the way this turned out.
Now let's see if everyone else is, because Nia's main course is ready to serve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Greek salad was presented in this cute little plate.
And the moussaka?
The presentation wasn't anything.
Oh, have a heart.
It was a dish that my mother used to make for us. You know, I wish I learned how to make it from her when she was with us, but I didn't. But my dad was able to teach me.
Aw, Nia.
I think it was an emotional time for her.
I really hope you enjoy it, and this is a dish that brings back special memories for me.
It's wonderful to see that your heart is really with Greece. And Mama.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
Let's eat.
I don't know too much about this dish. I'm not crazy about all of this, but I think together it was lovely.
And oh, so original.
This is basically like a shepherd's pie.
No, it's moussaka.
It was
Shepherd's pie.
I love how every different nationality has their own take on a shepherd's pie.
Moussaka.
What I've noticed about yours that's different than other nationalities' shepherd's pie,
Moussaka.
I tasted some kind of sweetness in it.
I don't think that's cinnamon. It's probably not, but is there?
No, there is cinnamon. Yeah. There's cinnamon.
It's a cinnamon, the sweetness. I've never had it like this. And I'm going to say, in all honesty, that it's the best meal I've had so far.
Sounds like Nia's on top.
It was like the missionary position of main courses.
With a side of cut up cucumbers and tomatoes. Snooze.
It's just a regular Greek salad.
So, did I make a mama proud?
You make your
Mama very proud.
Cheers. What's the word?
I was gonna say it's all
Main course looks good. Everyone finished their plate. A little bit left. Mine was the one I didn't eat because I couldn't really eat.
But you sure can drink.
Okay, I think I'm breaking you guys a little bit. Yes?
No.
I think Nia, the host, was a little too pushy. She was like, hey, party! I'm going to, I'll pass on that, no offense, but I will have another beer. How's that?
No, I have an offense. Do not pass back.
Jamie was a little bit of a crybaby.
Let's make some noise. This is the final night.
So have fun, or else.
Brutal.
Come on, let's go. Princess, let's go.
Don't call me a princess.
That was just awkward.
Ooh, okay, there's some tension here.
And it's about to get worse.
Okay, Lou, no offense, I love doing impressions of you.
Go ahead.
Yes, yeah, I'm 400. Some checks and with some french fries.
Hey man, what's going on? Everybody all right? All right.
I'll do Jamie. Come on, Janine, get it.
Here we go. Oh no.
Here's my look.
She nailed it.
I'll do Janine.
Okay.
Well, when I was younger, we used to ride my pony, and I got on my horse, and I used to have a chicken.
Do I really hit the table all the time?
Jamie, PJ.
What's it gonna be? Big surprise.
I'm talking, okay?
No.
I'm talking.
Yeah.
Feeling like a shooter.
I think it's totally ignorant and rude and just nasty.
Coming up on Come Dine With Me. The winner is revealed.
In last place,
It's the final course of Nia's Greek night, which means she's got donuts to make with flour, milk, and vanilla. Quantities unknown, of course.
measurements are like completely, unknown to Greek. So I was like, when my dad was teaching me how to cook, so how much is that? Is that a cup? Is that a pound? I don't know. It looks good. You cook it.
This is a Greek donut?
So maybe there's a different spin on the
I'm
donut?
sort of expecting something like,
Nice one, Lou.
He's hilarious.
And he's also right on the money.
It looks really phallic, but I think they're gonna enjoy it.
Nia plates her donuts, adds a garnish,
A little strawberry there.
drizzles on honey,
Greek honey.
sprinkles on cinnamon, and the final course of the final night is ready to eat. Yay, donuts.
It didn't even look like a donut.
they look like little fried donut turds.
Make that Greek turds.
We call it a lukumada, Greek donut fritter. There's no rhyme or reason to why they're shaped that way. And we kind of have a funny thing about pretending that it's kind of identifies with the person that's eating it. And if I can point out, what does that look like to you? Pick it up.
I wonder why I got that one.
Woo, rock on.
The only thing I enjoyed on the dessert was the garnish.
So I liked how each of the donuts were actually smaller than a big donut, and I like the cinnamon on top.
And the honey?
The honey and the cinnamon is really nice over top. Everything just melted and it's very nice when it's warm.
And cooked the whole way through.
They were tasty on the outside, but the inside were a little gooey, doughy.
The only thing Jamie likes is Jamie.
And the fact that the night is almost over.
May the best dinner party win. Woo!
And whose would that be, Nia?
If I don't get at least a 9, I'll be surprised.
Surprise!
My score is 7.
Nia's food was good, not great, and her hosting skills sucked. 7.
So I'm giving Mia an 8.
Her name is Nia. Try again.
So I'm giving Mia an 8.
So far, Nia has 22 points, which means one more 8 will put her in a 3-way tie for first.
It's over. I nailed
Thanks.
If only it were that easy.
Okay, are we ready to find out? This is it.
If Neil wins, I'm going to be really pissed.
Obviously, I'm gonna win.
There's no way I'm gonna lose this.
Tonight is the night, my friends.
In last place, Lewis and PJ.
The 80s couch.
In second place is Nia. And the winners are Janine and Jamie.
There's a lot of ties in this thing.
Which means in the end, the lawyer's objections were sustained.
Tonight I'm giving Nia a 6. She was a little too assertive as a host, and her food was comfort food, and this is a competition.
If I had to share the prize with anyone, I'm glad it's Janine.
That's what I came here to do, and that's what I did.
I'm surprised.